I do believe that cars have souls.
Well, I'm happy to see that it doesn't have the rust that I was afraid it was going to have. There's some little pinholes here. Not bad. Easily fixable. And this big, huge 1/4 inch thick piece of filler that was here was just basically because this is a dent. So I'll be able to pull that out and get that taken care of. This crease will need to be pulled out. This crease is so common on these trucks. Because if this isn't working correctly, then the door swings wide, too wide, and that's where it hits the fender. It puts a nice, perfect little crease there. So some little dents in here. Be able to pull those out. I don't think this area up in here is bad at all. I need to get it stripped down, but I don't. There's a little bit of filler in a couple of those spots. I think those were from drilling holes in the cab to mount mirrors, because there's some up here too, but I don't think that's going to be bad. I didn't know this was blue underneath. That's interesting. This is the factory paint. So that's the factory primer, and that's the factory blue, and it was sprayed white. So these actually have less coats on here than the hood. So I was thinking the hood was actually off of. I was thinking the hood and the doors come off the same truck, but I don't know about that, because this is a different blue, and this is red underneath this blue, and this red is above the black, and the black is the factory primer, and this is the factory color. And unless at some point in time they just stripped it all to bare metal, reprimed it, and painted it red, but I'm almost positive this is the original red. But you could see the color there. So it was red, then it was blue, then it was white, then it was primered. So it's got a few layers going on. There's a whole bunch of holes along here. It's gonna have to be welded up, where I'm assuming there was a little dent, and that's the old school way of pulling out dents. So before they invented the stud puller style, where you spot weld the stud on and you pull it out and then you cut it off and grind it, which I guess I need to get one of those ordered up real soon. I've never needed one until now, but some of these areas are really hard to access. Like there's no way to get behind this. It's not possible to get behind it and pull it out. And I'm probably gonna have to re-weld this right here where it's actually cracked, because this was bent so badly, which I finally figured out why. When the doors were thrown on the truck when it was in Idaho before we loaded it up to bring it down, this was actually pretty straight, and I don't think it had this in it either. And well, it's pretty much why I pulled the door off yesterday. The door was actually, the hinges were mounted too low, which is kind of hard to tell, but I have them loosened up. And so these were mounted basically as low as they could get, and when the door opened, it actually hit the cab right here, and there's a little kind of a dent right there, and that's where the door was being jammed into that. Totally flared it out. So, which it would have had to have been fixed anyway because of the the Bondo and crap that was on it. So it's not that big a deal. Not really a big loss. So I actually pulled, it was actually sticking up quite a bit worse than this. I pulled it back down, did a little dolly and hammer work on it. It'll need some more work, but I'm just happy it's solid and it's not all rusted out, because these can be pretty bad. And this is just another dent that needs to be pulled out. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm hoping to get the rest of this stripped down, and hopefully I can throw some primer on it. Give me a chance to use my new Fuji spray gun, which I've been dying to try. So I was able to get quite a bit of sanding done the other day. Discovered some extra holes. I'm not even sure what that is. There must have been a dent there. That may have been a mirror. Probably mirror. These are the factory holes. I got a couple of original mirrors or mirror mounts that came with the truck. These look like they're both driver's door though, just the way they're shaped. So I'm not sure if I have any more of these or not. So I may be posting this online, see if I can trade one of these for a passenger side. But anyway, the original mirror mounts just like that, which I'm really happy about, because I wanted to mount the original mirrors on it like that, because aftermarket mirrors is just garbage. when I was working on the unibody, I was missing these. These are the factory mirror mounts, and they bolt inside the door, and they run up through this. There's a slot in the door they run through, and so I was able to find the aluminum, this aluminum piece and this piece. A guy online had it, and I hit him up, and well, I posted up that I needed them, and he goes, yeah, I have some, and he ended up sending me these, and then I ordered these mirrors off, I think, eBay, and they're okay. Not totally thrilled with them, but they're okay for now. So that one's very similar to this one here, but this was probably made a long time ago and probably is made better. Those other ones are just like Chinese made crap, but it's hard to find stuff made well anymore. So yeah, I was able to get that ground down. I was able to get this pulled out more, ground that out, and ended up blocking this all out just by hand. And so I got a little bit more to do here, but I don't think there's any Bondo in here. I think that's all pretty solid. And overall, the door is extremely solid. It's just I just got to weld up these holes. So that leads me to this right here. So this is a 023 wire from my MIG welder, and it's an easy grind made by EASB. My friend Adrian at AC Designs YouTube channel. Oh, it's made in India. Interesting. I didn't know that. So he turned me on to this. It's 023, which is great for body work. You should be using 023 wire for doing body work. I've had a heck of a time trying to find 023 wire at all. Not even the easy grind. This is more of a new invention. 023 wire, just period, at my local welding supply. So every time I go down there, they don't have them. And so I don't know how many years ago it's been. I ended up buying a 030 wire, and which is okay, but for doing body work and welding sheet metal, it's pretty horrible. So I needed to switch it back to 023, and I'm glad he told me about this, because I was just getting ready to go down and either try to find some locally or order some online. But he found this and is using it, and it grinds really, really easily, which is wonderful, because a part of the problem I had when I was working on the unibody here, which I just welded up these all these holes here just maybe a month ago. I was using 030, and it builds up, and it's horrible to try to grind. I was using my new little sander, built my little mini belt sander on it, and it was just, I was using one belt per weld. It was really horrible. So along with that, I was able to get this kit here, which are new tips and all the pieces I need. I've had my welder for, oh my goodness, probably close to 18 years, and I still have my original, whatever this piece is called. I don't know the technical names for these things. So this screws into the hose, the main feed hose, and then your wire comes through here, and this is basically the shields for gas. And then, anyway, when I get it all put together on the welder, I can show you again. So this takes care of my welding, so that's super rad. And then I ordered this. I've been wanting to get one of these for probably 15 years. And I'm so happy I ordered one. They're not cheap. Oh, going back to pricing. So I'll put the links to this stuff in the comments, or the section for links. This is, I think it was $93. I'm in California, so it was like $7 tax, and then it was $14 shipping. On Amazon, this wasn't available on Amazon to buy. I don't know if they're just sold out or whatever. So I had to order this directly from, it was like Welding Supply or something. I can add that link down there. But this and this and this, all Amazon. stuff, and I have an Amazon affiliates program, so it doesn't cost you any more, but if you click on the link, it helps support the channel, which is really appreciated. So this is a stud gun. So basically these are the studs. You put the stud in the gun and then you spot weld it to the door, and then it comes with a slide hammer here, and then so this is a slide hammer, so if you have an area you want to try to pull out, you can just slide this. And I'm gonna do another video actually demonstrating this. And then this came with it as well, or not with it, I ordered this separately. But this is a little more controlled, so you can go through each stud and just kind of, it uses leverage and pulls up on it. So I think this is there's a picture of that on here somewhere, I thought I saw. Yeah, right here. So that there is very similar to this, where this has a hook. It's hooked, but you get the idea. So I haven't even opened this up yet, so but you can kind of see how it works. But I need to get this out. I was able to get a new pad for my gear drive sander, so super happy about that. This thing is just, you get next to some sharp sheet metal and it just hooks it and it just tears it apart. So this is the original pad that I got with this, so I've never replaced it, and I've had this for, oh my goodness, actually I'm not sure how long I've had this. Anyway, somewhere between 5 and 10 years, probably way more than 5 years, I don't know. Anyway, so that's about it for now. I'm gonna be starting to work on the door some more, and I'm gonna do another video actually demonstrating some of these tools, and I'll keep you posted. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.